Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Today is our health hack day. So today I'm going to talk about one of the questions I get asked a lot is what vitamins should I be giving to my kids? And my answer is none. And a lot of times that's met with, huh? Why? What are you talking about? This is something that I learned about a year and a half ago, that the isolated vitamins that we were taught were really good for us aren't necessarily. There's very little evidence to suggest they are good for us. They're very hard to absorb into our body. Most of it is just peed out. If you've ever taken a B vitamin and then your pee turns neon yellow, you've seen that effect firsthand. And then certain isolated vitamins in higher quantities can cause a lot of harm to us. So where we're getting our nutrition from is really important, and lab-made isolated versions is no longer recommended. Even as far back as 1994, Newsweek came out with this whole researched article about how isolated vitamins were not all they were cracked up to be. And so when I heard that information, I sort of panicked because I'd been always, every day, taking my multivitamins, and I was giving them to my kids. And so I had to figure out what I could do instead. And most people that know me personally know what I chose to do. I chose food. I chose food. Food's the best source of minerals and actual vitamins, not lab-made synthetics, that you can find. The food at the grocery store is not what it used to be. I know that a cup of broccoli from 50 years ago would be equal to 23 cups of broccoli today because of farming practices, because of our soil condition, because of the way that our food has to be picked weeks before it's fully ripened and trucked around and sit on the store shelves and sit on our shelves at home, and that whole process degrades our food. And so we're not getting the nutrition that we used to get, which is why the recommended dosage of fruits and vegetables is up to 9 to 13 servings a day. And if you're an athlete, that's 16 to 18 servings you're supposed to be getting every day. It's quite a lot. It's not something that I was able to do by myself. And so a nutritionist here in Las Vegas taught me about a company called Juice Plus. And they've been around for about 25 years. They've got over 35 different published medical studies, and they offer encapsulated fruits and vegetables, which I thought was pretty cool. So some of the significant differences that I noticed, between the Juice Plus for my kids versus the traditional vitamins. I'm a Flintstones era person. I totally ate the Flintstones vitamins every single day. And so comparing the two, I noticed that the Flintstones had artificial colors, which is a huge no-no in our house. We talked a little bit about that last week. The Flintstones had artificial sweeteners, and they had a warning from poison control that, your kid can consume too many of these and be poisoned. And I never had paid attention to that before. I never realized. I challenge you to go look in your pantry and see if there's a warning on your kids' vitamins, because most of them all of them I've ever looked at do have that warning. And I just thought that was normal. And then I learned that the leading cause of poisoning in children is iron overdose, because they make these vitamins look like candy. The kids get into them and they eat 30 of them, and now they've poisoned themselves. Not a pleasant experience for anybody. Especially not a kid, especially not their mom, having to take them and have their stomach pumped and all of that scariness. So the Juice Plus is food. It's actually not a vitamin. It doesn't have a supplement label. It has a nutrition label, just like food at the grocery store would. And it's just fruits and vegetables, which I thought was kind of cool. So I looked at it, and there's not a warning because there's no added iron. There's no isolated iron. However, it did actually raise my iron levels because of how absorbable the food in it was. Funny story about them, my kid had never gotten into his vitamins. Like, never. Got his one a day and everything was fine. Well, the Juice Plus I left on my counter. My kid went and pushed his learning tower to the counter, climbed up on the counter, opened the bag of Juice Plus, and ate half of it. And I panicked because, like I said, I'm a Flintstones era girl, and called poison control, and they were like, yeah, it's food. He's gonna poop, and that's it. And that was such a relief for me to know that what I was giving my kid couldn't hurt him, that he, you know, he wasn't at risk because I had something in my pantry or in my medicine cabinet. So being able to ditch the things that could harm them was pretty cool. And just sticking with this. And, for me, just knowing the research behind it, that made it even more important for me. I can show you, I do have my bags, so I wanted to show you what they look like. I'm going to turn this around. Yep, that's the back. That's the front. They're just little chewables. And then this was the research. There's a children's health study that's been going on since 1999. And actually, I guess that's kind of a weird angle for you guys, huh? There you go. And they've shown all kinds of different improvements in health for kids. So that is what I recommend to parents. That's what my kids take every single day. And actually, my children now, they will actually take my capsules. I have the adult version that are encapsulated in little gelatin capsules. And I swallow them, they chew them up. They both this morning, when I was taking mine, asked for their red, their green, and their purple. So either way, the kids are getting lots of fruits and vegetables, their health is improving, their immune system is improving, their ability to heal is improving, and no matter how many they get, I don't have to worry about their safety. So that is what I recommend. And if you are if you're doing regular vitamins, go ahead and research it a little bit. Look up that Newsweek article. I can actually post, I believe, the link in the comments below. If not, I have like an actual document I can send. I don't know if it still would be accessible online back in 1994. I can post that though below, and just see what works better for your family. And if you are going to do an isolated vitamin, check to make sure that there's no artificial colors and artificial sweeteners. We already talked about how much those can impact a kid's behavior. And make sure that if there is iron in it, that you keep it well out of reach, because like I said, that's the leading cause of poisoning in kids. So I hope that helps a few of you, and if you have any questions, just let me know. I am happy to talk about it a little bit more. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow.